Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Quite a picture here inside Ibrox, nor would you expect anything else. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Needed a better pass there. Sergio Ramos tries to get it forward quickly. Figo. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Hoists it high. Goalkeeper's ball. Sergio Ramos. Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Oh, defence got... Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Scholes tries to stroke it through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. And now the breakaway. Good running with the ball, can they build on it?
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Ferdinand moves it over to the other flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance to break. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rooney. Either side really getting hold of the ball. He's had a shot! It's in! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Played out to the right. Figo. Has a pop! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Cuts it out. Pixie. And it's played forward. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Roberto Carlos. That's great strength on the ball. He's left his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. Played towards the front men. Gets away from his opponents. And the shot! He has done it! And they're at it again! in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Sergio Ramos. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, he's made sure that that won't get through. And once more they can't get through. Dinks one in, neatly flicked on. Beckham. Forward it goes. Some good stubborn defending there. Vigo. Roberto Carlos. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Now a chance to break. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? It's one! This and in again! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Pixie. And again they run up against stubborn defending. That has put a stop to that.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Figo. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Doan gets it back, and the counter is on. He goes long. It's a brilliant interception. Pixie plays it out to the flank. Vigo.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose.
Chance!
Cristiano Ronaldo quickly realised that he could have a pop, not his best.
Roberto Carlos tries to get it forward quickly. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he has shown him a yellow card. What an adventurous run from a defender. Massive leap! We've got a corner here. He wasn't being fooled. Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played it early. Hoists it forward. Breaks on here. Brought forward. What does he try from here? He's had that put on a plate. And out to safety. Looking to break out here. Rooney. Tevez. Rooney. Turns and goes back.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. He's got options out wide. And the ball is out of play. Forward it goes. Shot at goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Gioi tries to get it forward quickly. Roberto Carlos plays it through. Roberto Carlos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Pizzi. Gioi. Pizzi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cannavaro.
Aruzatanke don't appear to have what it takes to get back into this one, but...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Room for a shot, gets the better of his man, goes for goal! Could fall kindly. They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Chip through. Cristiano Ronaldo. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Good clearance and very necessary. And there goes the final whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Aruzatanke simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all... Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. The Beira Rio here in the southern Brazilian city of Porto Alegre really is a giant bear pit of a stadium. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of...
Neymar! They've scored!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Neymar. He's in! Has a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's Davis. Dinks one in. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. And it's been taken straight back. Davis. Steve Davis. Gets up to head it! No mistake! And already they're looking to run away with it. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And it's Davis. Gets away from his opponents. Decent ball.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have 2 choices: deal with the man or deal with...
Hits one! Forward it goes. Sergio Ramos. Zidane. Figo. Looks to clip it forward. And here's Roberto Carlos. Delivers across. And here's the chance to counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Roberto Carlos. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Zidane. Roberto Carlos. Sergio Ramos. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Aimed in towards the centre. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. It's Figo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Hazard. Out towards the flank. Now it's Steve Davis. So who's he picking out? Has a pop! And it's there! And they are cruising away. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. And through to the goalkeeper. Pjanic. Gets the better of his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. And they've been caught out here. Neymar. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Davis. Neymar. Steve Davis. Hoists it high. And that's been levered clear. Pjanic plays a clever pass. Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. Going for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Great leap! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Repelled by the keeper. Turns and goes back. Steve Davis. Up to meet it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Just brushed off the ball there. Pjanic. Ball's loose, who's getting there? It's one! Beckham shoots! And that's going to be a goal kick. Pjanic. Played back in. And help's available out wide. Massive leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Now it's Figo. Hit into the middle. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see. Has a hit! Back of the net! Well, there was to be no other outcome. Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So now the difference... Oh, shooting chance! And he gobbles up the chance! There's a long ball. Steve Davis. Oh, good... Van Basten! This could fall anywhere. Towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
The defence did very well to be able to close him down in numbers like that. They basically suffocated his hopes.
Back into the middle. Steve Davis. And now they can launch a counter. Going through. Quick glance at goal. Caught offside that time. very well to intervene. Beckham. It's come loose. It's Bale! Keeper's got his work done.
And Uzukanke just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Redondo. Floats one over. It's a brilliant interception. Played towards the front men. Sergio Ramos cuts it out. A chance! Hits one! He has done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any...
In he flies! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Van Basten. Defenders on the back foot. Kaka. What an adventurous run from a defender. And he's cut it out. Pjanic drives it forward. Van Basten tries lifting it over. Hazard. And he's there to cut it out. Hoists it forward. Now a chance to break. Gets a good foot in there.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
And the weighted pass. Pjanic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Plays it out to the wing. Goalkeeper's ball. Referee has just said play on. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Hierro, it's being played forward. Chip through. Well, they can break here. Neymar brings it forward. Great run this, it shoots! No, it's wide. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Dashing forward at pace. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half. And
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake.
Messi! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Iniesta. Messi. And it's Dani Alves. Breaks on here. He's left his man. A real chance if he can get through. Iniesta. Piqué. Xavi. Neymar. Jordi Alba. Neymar. Ball's loose, who's getting there? A real chance to break. Pull it. Now the counter. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard is onto it and can take it up. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Kaka might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Needed a better pass there. Van Basten gets into a dangerous position. Iniesta. Oh, it's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is...
Xavi! That's got him rattled.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hoists it forward. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well read, he sorted that out. Iniesta. Xavi. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Neymar. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
Cafu simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
Daniel Alves. Messi. Iniesta. Approaching the half-hour mark. Milan still to register a shot on target. And here's Neymar. Just brushed off the ball there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
This could... has a hit! Kaka. Now it's Hullet. Defenders on the back foot. Deftly done. Timely intervention.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pirlo. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar floats one over, cut out in the nick of time. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's Neymar. Now surely! That's right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Messi! Oh, that's magnificent!
Oh, what a superb finish to this first half from a great player. It's lifted the whole mood of the team and indeed the fans, and it should be enough to ensure they go into the break with a narrow but very welcome advantage.
Oh, that is a bit special. Barcelona draw first blood here.
Well, that's the currency.
Goes for goal! Iniesta. Iniesta goes looking. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
The action has already resumed here.
Milan don't need to press the panic button.
It's Neymar! And it's played forward. Xavi. Jordi Alba. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Great leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Pirlo. Maldini. Pirlo. Forward it goes. Messi. Iniesta. Iniesta. Good run. Where to from here? He's got away. Iniesta! And that would have been some goal.
Iniesta just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he rises to it.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, that's a waste. It's gone out for a throw-in. Tries to get it forward quickly. Abidal.
Barcelona really are almost trying to pass the ball through a brick wall at the moment. You can see the sense of anxiety has now shifted to the stands.
And it's Kluivert. Gets wrestled off the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a... Maradona! That was travelling. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Kluivert with a long pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kaka. And here's Inzaghi. Inzaghi tries to stroke it through.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Well, that had to be more accurate. Iniesta. Daniel Alves. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Looks to clip it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Turns and goes back. And the counter is on. Dinks one in. Barcelona really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
And it's Kluivert. Iniesta. Rijkaard gets it back. Shevchenko tries lifting it over.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Milan are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Kluivert. Barcelona being made to look sloppy in possession here. Got a sight of goal here. Oh, shooting chance! The ball's loose, and he's after it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Kaka. He's made sure that that won't get through. Maradona. And it's Maradona. Xavi. Iniesta. Dani Alves.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And here's Kluivert. It's come loose.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Coleman. Daniel Alves. Iniesta. Maradona. Hoists it forward. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. It is quite a scene here in the Monumental. Tries a shot! They've scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. That's offside. Yes, it is. Hierro. Roberto Carlos gets it back.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Mateus. Munich are already ahead. The perfect start.
Well, they've managed to...
Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Robben proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Robben on full tilt down the right-hand side. A nice touch. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Got a sight of goal here. There's the shot! And the ball's come out. And it's Xabi Alonso. Vigo gets it back. And it's played forward. Plays it out to the wing. Nicely controlled. That's a throw. Chance to cross here. And the counter is on. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Face to face with the... Has a pop! Beckham plays it forward. Xabi Alonso drives it forward. Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Strong punch. Kimmich. Tries to get it clear.
There's been quite a few crosses coming in from that left-hand side. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
Xabi Alonso with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Sergio Ramos. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Beckham. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Now it's Robin. And the flag has stayed down. He's left his man. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Gets the better of his man. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Lovely bit of skill there. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Roberto Carlos. And he's there to cut it out. Xabi Alonso goes looking. He's got away. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Going through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pizzi. And here's Figo. Tries to get it forward quickly. Decent looking ball. It's got through, and that's good defending, very good defending. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Lovely feet. Driving on, a real charge here. Robin gets it, and now what? Cleared without complication. And it's half-time here. There we are, off they go for half-time. The did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Munich head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Munich really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Played back in, and they've been caught out here. Cristiano Ronaldo! A potential goal of this season contender, if only.
Cristiano Ronaldo can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Has a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Aruzutanke really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And that's a goal kick. Pinged one through here. Figo. It's Figo! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Beckham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Figo has a hit! He's got away with one there.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And it's Beckham. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found his man. He's got it, and he's got time. Forward it goes. Looks to clip it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Sergio Ramos. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. It's a loose ball. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Out to the left it goes. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Going for goal! Oh my word, that is fantastic! He's got himself a peach of a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that's it. That was always inevitable. Munich get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Kimmich plays it forward. Mateus could move up a gear here. Gets away from his opponent. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone for it. Back of the net. Right back in the game. Khan reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Lam. Kroos brings the ball forward. Shot at goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Ronaldo is there to heave it away. It's come loose. And it's Alaba.
Munich are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
And it's played forward. Bale. Ribéry. Ribéry! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Munich need to hold on for a few more moments.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, and now they can launch a counter. Ribéry, and it's Müller. Ribéry, he gets past his man. Müller with a shot! Repelled by the keeper. And here's Müller. It's Müller! Another chance! Kroos. More than happy. And time is up. Munich win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Munich gave themselves a dream start in this by scoring with their first attempt. You know, it served as a huge confidence boost, and it's no surprise to see them use it as a springboard to go on and secure what is a pretty good result.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. Hits one! And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Beckham drives it forward. Baresi. Roberto Baggio. Bale. And here's the chance to counter. Gets it back. Zidane. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Hoists it forward. Well, they could break here. Good idea, just poorly executed. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Pirlo. Baresi. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And it's Ronaldinho. Roberto Baggio. Van Basten. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain went into overdrive.
He'll fancy himself from here. Pirlo! That is gorgeous! A finish of true class! Oh, that is a bit special. Well, that has certainly made things interesting.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposite.
And he has been fouled there. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. In once more. Rijkaard. Could move up a gear here. Forward it goes. Hierro. Redondo. And the counter is on. Dinks one in. Oh, he's gone for it! Plenty waiting in the middle. Aimed in towards the centre. And he's there to clear it. Nicely controlled. Gets the better of his man. Crosses it in low. And he's there to hoof it away. Pirlo. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten gets it out to the wing. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Milan seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Plays it out to the wing. He's left his man. Gets up to head it! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Roberto Baggio. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Ronaldinho. Tries get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Get that clear. Roberto Baggio. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone for it! Good clearance and very necessary.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
They've managed to get it away. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Van Basten gets on the end of it. That's gone a long way up and away. It's a throw. Van Basten. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pirlo, hit long and direct, and he's straight offside. Ronaldinho, Van Basten, hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Looks to dink one in. Ronaldinho has it in a massive leap! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Milan glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but we have to say things could have been very different.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticky. No one's afraid to have a go.
Milan are happier of the teams, headed in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Maldini did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Sergio Ramos. Zidane. Roberto Carlos. Zidane. Sergio Ramos. Zidane. Bale. Van Basten. Van Basten tries running with the ball at his feet. Hierro. Clears it out of harm's way. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rijkaard. Shevchenko tries lifting it over. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Rijkaard. Here it is, big chance! In it goes! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Milan are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
Milan grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Roberto Carlos.